No.
So?
No, untrue.
It's
a dream.
For the 49ers.
It's a dream. This is a nightmare.
No, it all happened there. We saw it. The Vikings beat them.
I can't really stay here. I'm just going to go for a little walk, OK?
OK.
I'll be back later on.
OK.
Why?
Shh. OK. So, Minnesota had obviously done their homework there, Jim.
Yeah, they sure did. I think it's a little bit of Minnesota doing their homework and 49ers not having one of their better days.
I think it was a bad day, yeah?
Yeah, like I said it before, that a team can go into a slump, and when you want to go into a slump is maybe at the beginning of the season, because the teams that are hot at the end of the season are going to be the teams that make it through. The 49ers were hot, but they had one of those days.
Yeah, and the Carter had a great game. I mean, he set a new playoff record with 227 yards on 10 receptions.
Super receiver. I played against him in the USFL, the United States Football League. He played for the Michigan Panthers, and he used to do the exact same thing as you saw today that he did against every team in the USFL. Super receiver, great punt returner. Anthony Carter can do it all.
And Chuck Nelson got 5 field goals, which sort of said something about the Vikings getting into position, but not actually capitalizing on it.
Well, they didn't capitalize as far as touchdowns, but any time that you can put the ball through the upright or get it into the end zone, it's points, and especially when you can do it 5 times. I mean, 5 field goals is 15 points, and that proved to be the big difference in this ball game. But the thing was, the Minnesota Vikings kept the football away from the San Francisco 49ers offense. Anytime that Joe Montana and Jerry Rice have a big day, usually the 49ers have time of possession on their side. And today, in order for the Minnesota Vikings to win, they had to keep the ball away from their offense and keep it out of the hands of Jerry Rice.
Yeah, the defensive line had a great game, didn't they?
Yeah, they sure did. They put the pressure on. And any time that a quarterback's pressured, such as Joe Montana was today, the defense can make some big plays. They had a big play, an interception for a touchdown, and I think that was probably the turning point of the ball game.
And now it's over to Angelo for news of the AFC playoff game.
Montana, Rice, what are you doing? Why were you playing? You should have been the Super Bowl.
Well, we're not going to get much out of him now. But now, for a team that I tipped for the Super Bowl this year.
It was your third choice.
All right, the Browns. And they were playing yesterday in the AFC playoff game against the surprise team this year, the Colts.
Cleveland went into their playoff matchup with Indianapolis favoured by more than a touchdown. Sub-zero temperatures at kickoff were also expected to adversely affect the Colts, who played their home games indoors in the Hoosier Dome. The Browns started with an impressive drive, starting at their 15, with number 34 Kevin Mack carrying the workload. Mack was playing with a viral infection, which has knocked him out of the game as we join the action on the 15th play of the drive at the Colts 10.
Kosar on 3rd down and 8. Again looking into the end zone. He throws a spike for a touchdown. Ernest Biner out of the backfield and over the middle. And Kosar with that tight spiral right on his numbers at the goal line. And Biner powers in against Nesby Glasgow and Freddie Robinson. And the Cleveland Browns, who scored only 1 touchdown on an opening drive this season, take it downfield.
Biner, his 3rd receiving touchdown of the season. But as you mentioned earlier, he's the Browns' leading receiver on the season. What a drive. Started at their own 15. Whoa. That's impressive.
The Colts too moved the ball impressively on their opening drive, with Jack Trudeau finding most success in the air, here hitting Eric Dickerson out of the backfield for a 15-yard gain. Now they've reached Cleveland's 20, where it's 1st and 10.
Swings out as Trudeau throws a strike down inside the 5. Matt Bouza has the ball, and he's down to the 2-yard line. Matt Bouza with his 43rd reception of the year for an 18-yard gain. And the Colts answer the touchdown drive of Cleveland, coming right back at him.
Interesting formation run by Indianapolis. You see Dickerson in the backfield. Bentley was set on the wing. Trudeau really comes over the top on this ball, really guns it in there. You can see 24 Ellis is the man in coverage. Bouza makes an outstanding catch with the pressure. He comes from the outside. Nice pattern run. Well thrown. 1st and goal, Indianapolis.
Now it's an eye set. Bentley's the deep back. Wansley's the up back. 1st and goal from about 2 yards out. It's Albert Bentley. The hit put on him as Albert Bentley is knocked back from the 3. Eddie Johnson and Anthony Griggs were on the play. Johnson 51. who's led the Browns in tackling 3 of his seasons. Play fake, throw, touchdown, Pat Beach. So the Colts come right back, and Pat Beach, a big tight end from Washington State, broke the coverage by a very well executed play fake from his quarterback, who faked to the runner, held the backers, and Beach slipped off wide open, a 2-yard touchdown reception. And now the Colts 1 point, an extra point from tying this game with 2:16 to play first quarter.
Good play action fake by Wansley and also Jack Trudeau. You see the coverage missing. 51 Eddie Johnson is the closest man. That's a 75-yard drive. We didn't expect this to be a shootout. Both teams score on their first possession of this game.
And Trudeau was sensational. 5 for 5 for 59 yards and a score. He and Kosar both throwing very effectively in the cold here at Cleveland. Extra point by Biasucci is up and good.
The scores remained tied at 7 until the 2-minute warning at the end of the half. Then the fireworks started again.
As the Browns have the ball at the 39-yard line of the Indianapolis Colts, this playoff game is tied 7-7. Don Criqui with Bob Trumpy, Bernie Kosar at quarterback. Looking deep, letting it go long. A man is open, Langhorne, and he has the ball at the 3-yard line. And he's not done till he gets in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown pass play. Bernie Kosar to Reggie Langhorne, who is wide open in the middle of the Colt defense. Now Matt Barr out to try the point after. So the Browns make it happen fast. Barr hits it up and good. 1:51 to go in the first half. Cleveland has broken the tie and taken a 14-7 lead. Trudeau ready to face an all-out rush on 3rd down and 10. Stands in, lets it go. Man is open. Brooks in open field inside the 25 and down to the 19-yard line. Trudeau fires. Dickerson gets the ball and he goes in. So Eric Dickerson, they don't go to him often, but they get to him on the payoff end as he got by Clay Matthews. And Dickerson takes the perfectly thrown ball at the 3, spins off, and takes it in. And again, with Biasucci coming out, the Colts are an extra point away from tying the game a second time.
That's his first touchdown receiving as an Indianapolis Colt. You can understand why the Cleveland Browns not committing a great deal of coverage to Eric Dickerson, but Clay Matthews, their best coverage linebacker, just didn't see the football.
That Trump is the 11th time in 16 games that the Colts have scored in the final 2 minutes of the first half. Extra point by Biasucci, spun up and good. And again, we're deadlocked.
The scores remained tied at 14 till half-time, and then in the third quarter, the Colts once again opened up with a long drive. Eric Dickerson finding some room to run. Now they've reached the Browns' 20, where it's 2nd and 14.
Ready to face the rush, and here it comes from the Browns. Trudeau, wobbly ball, up for grabs. Is it intercepted? It is by the Cleveland Browns. Felix Wright comes down with the ball, and Cleveland has stopped the Indianapolis drive.
Ball was intended for Matt Bouza. Trudeau shouldn't have thrown it.
14-14, third quarter as Kosar looks deep again. Long ball to Newsome, and Ozzie Newsome comes down with the ball inside the 25-yard line. And again, the 5-time All-Pro tight end beats the defense, turning out, and Kosar allowed the soft spiral right into his hands. Kosar out pattern again. Fontenot drives, and does he have it? He does. The Browns again make the connection on the timing pattern. Kosar again firing before his receiver breaks, and again the ball is right there when he turns.
Don, this is the way it works in practice. This doesn't happen in games. Now watch the way he drags his back foot. Look at that. Oh, man, is that beautiful or is that beautiful?
It's 14-14. Browns led 7-0, then 14-7. Colts has never led in this game. Handoff Feiner, and he didn't get there. Yes, he did. A second push. Got him in as the linesman comes in. Arms raised. And it's a touchdown call for the Cleveland Browns. And again, they've taken the lead, this for a third time.
The Browns putting it all together, and they stretched their lead to 10 with Matt Barr's 22-yard field goal early in the fourth quarter. Then, inside the final 4 minutes, they got the ball down to the Colts' 2-yard line.
Third down and goal. He might play fakes a diner here and look for one of those 4 wide receivers running zigzags in the end zone. Downfield throw, and it's a touchdown for Cleveland as Brian Brennan beat the coverage, and Kosar was perfect with that lob throw, and the Cleveland Browns are going to the American Conference Championship game again.
Ron Mayer watching his playoff hopes disappearing. And although Albert Bentley did score from 1 yard out for the Colts, just breaking the plane of the goal line with the ball, that score was soon wiped out when backup quarterback Sean Salisbury was intercepted by Browns cornerback Frank Minifield. He returned it 48 yards for a touchdown to make the final score Indianapolis 21, Cleveland 38, and sending the Browns to the AFC Championship game for the second year running.
How's your head?
Fine, carry on.
Okay. Well, the game went as expected there. It was close until the interception in the third quarter, yeah? Was that the turning point?
I think it was. I think the big thing going into the game is the Cleveland Browns had to shut down the running of Eric Dickerson. He's a Super Bowl carrier. He's leading the league in rushing. And the Cleveland Browns, I think, are just too tough. Their offense is very, very good. Their defense is superb. It's a defense that comes at you all the time. They have 2 Pro Bowlers on defensive corners, which is going to try to shut down the Indianapolis Colts receivers.
The Bills were involved in the trade that took Dickerson to the Colts. I mean, can one player turn an ordinary team into a winning one?
I think so. Eric Dickerson's definitely made a big impact in the Indianapolis Colts, and I think over the whole course of all 3 teams involved, I think everybody benefited from it. The Los Angeles Rams are definitely going to get some draft picks in the future. They have 2 first-rounders in '88, 2 in '89, right, and also have a couple second-round picks. The Indianapolis Colts in return got Eric Dickerson, and in return the Buffalo Bills got Cornelius Bennett. We had to give a lot up for that, but I'll tell you what, I think it's definitely worth it because all teams are benefiting from it.
Right. And you played Cleveland this year. I mean, do you think Kosar can lead them to a Super Bowl win?
I definitely think so. Bernie was at the University of Miami when I was there. I was a senior. He learned everything that he knows now from me. I definitely think he can. He led his team to the national championship in 1983 in college. He's a very super quarterback. He doesn't have all the tools that a quarterback would love to have. He doesn't have the quickness with feet and able to scramble. Right. But he's very intelligent. He knows how to read defenses, and he loves to win, and he knows how to win.
Well, what about the Vikings? I mean, they've beaten the 49ers and the Saints, who've got the best 2 results in the NFL. Do you think the Vikings could go all the way?
Well, I know the 49ers are not going anywhere.
Yes, all right. Yes.
Yeah, I definitely think they can. Minnesota has a very tough defense. They have a very good weapon in Anthony Carter. Yeah. Not only, like we were talking before, not only can he catch the ball, but he can run punts back. He can run reverses. I think the Minnesota Vikings are on a high note right now. They're excited. They're pumped up. And it's a team you got to watch for.
Right. You, too, could go to the Super Bowl if you win the Texas Home Care competition. To win a trip to San Diego, just answer 3 simple questions on the special entry forms. Pick up a free entry form in your local Texas Home Care store or write to Texas Home Care, Super Bowl Competition, Rooksley, Milton Keynes, MK13 8LB. But hurry, because the closing date for entries is January the 15th. Our playoff coverage continues on Tuesday at 10, with Washington at Chicago and Houston at Denver. So, we'll see you on Tuesday. Jim, can you like show us how a quarterback really throws a ball? Because we've been practicing.
Yeah, no, come on.
Come on, Jim. You'll love it. Just, I'll catch it, yeah, because I'm pretty good at that.
All right.
I'm pretty good at that, you see. Come on then, Jim.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah. Let's see how far you can throw.
Can we go long?
Go long, yeah.
Real long.
No, further.
Go.
Further. No, further.
Go. Keep going.
That'll do it. Further.
Turn. All right, you ready to go? A beer? Yeah, might as well.
We call whistle and this is true. We love to do the things that we're not supposed to do. We don't mean robbing, stealing, or mugging. In fact, don't take it seriously. We're only bugging.
Smash.
That was French. That was French. That was French. That was French. Party people's in the place. We want you all to see that we can be taken seriously. But if you don't believe that, then forget you all. Cause we're gonna party hardy and have a ball. Cause we're here to prove through bugged out means that things aren't always what they seem. We want you all to scream and start to shout as we go on a mission and bug on out.
Dive in!